Hey guys, Cajun Resell here. Back at you with another sourcing video. I got crazy little Miss Jenna here with me. Say hi. Here, today I'm going to hit 5 thrift stores, so let's get started. At this thrift store I buy a bunch of plush. This is St. Vincent de Paul in Baton Rouge. A couple squishmallows, 6 squishmallows total, 2 of those medium ones, 4 big ones. The tortoise actually just sold as I already filmed the other part of this video, because I'm filming this before I go on vacation. And the Furby also sold along with the other squishmallow sloth. So, and also the little lamb right there sold as well. So I've sold a couple of these items that sold right after I filmed the summary, which you're about to see in a second. And that's a full cart of plush. For me, that's pretty good. I rarely ever find a full cart of plush. Here's the summary. So at this first thrift store, you'll saw me find a bunch of plush. Really good. I've already sold a couple of them. I haven't sold this one yet, but this is the first one I'll go over. Ricky, the clownfish squishmallow. He's one of the older ones, I think. He's from 2019, so that's like 3 years old now. Not oldest, but he still has a little plastic there, which means he's somewhat new. I think I have him listed for like $15 to $20. I already sold the sloth squishmallow. I'm gonna show him right here for like $13, free ship. So not too much profit there, but some profit. And the other squishmallows I got was like, these are all part of a set. So this is 4 squishmallow right here. 2 like unicorns, a raccoon, and a panda. These will probably sell for anywhere from 20 to 30, somewhere in that range. They'll probably actually ship first class as well because they're so small and they don't weigh very much. Next up, this little Beanie Boo Valor, I think is his name. He'll sell for 15 to 20, and I paid 50 cents for him. All the plush for like 50 cents each, I think, and maybe $1 for like the Furbies. And actually, I think there's $1 for the bigger ones. The Furbies were 50 cents, I believe, or Furby singular. This little one was also $1. He sells for around 20. It's like the Beanie Buddy collection. And he's from 1998. So these are basically the bigger version of Beanie Babies, and they don't have any little pellets in them. Next up is the ones I was talking about. These that have a rattle in them. They're Baby Ty, or TY. This is Bear Baby. You got Bear Baby. This one is Monkey Baby, I think. Yeah, Monkey Baby. And then this one is Lamb Baby, I think. It didn't actually have his name on it, but I also got the bunny. The bunny needed some cleaning and didn't really clean up too well, so I got to figure out if I want to sell it as is. But each one of these should sell for around $30 once they eventually hit the buy box. Some of these, some of these will be Easter. Like this one will probably be Easter. I don't know about the bear. I don't know why it hadn't sold. I need to lower my price. Probably need to go back and look and make sure. Sell-through rate wasn't the greatest, but for a profit of like $20 for one plush, they don't take up too much space. And the best item for that trip, oh, you saw the other Furby sold as well for like 25 or 30, somewhere in that range. The best find was this one right here. What do y'all think this is? It is not a Furby. This is Baby Brainy. B.O. Electronic. This is a fake Furby, believe it or not. From my research, it's a fake Furby. Yes, they actually made them. And yes, this thing's worth over $100. Now, unfortunately, mine does not work. I did take the batteries out and put new batteries in. He worked for a second, and then he stopped working. So I have in the listing, and it says it does not work. And whoever buys it, I'm going to make sure they know it doesn't work before they buy it. But it really does look like a Furby, doesn't it? I mean, it's a little bit different in terms of the legs sticking out and the arms. But the mouth and the face look very similar to a Furby. So if you ever see Baby Brainy or something, if you ever see something that looks like a Furby, definitely look it up. Like this one, I got lucky because it had that on the back. I probably still would have picked it up for 50 cents, even if it hadn't. And Google Lens was pretty good at identifying it as well. So Google Lens is your friend when it comes to stuff that you don't know anything about. And $100 item right here. This is that St. Vincent de Paul a couple days later. Looking in the same area, maybe some of those would have been worth it. The lamps would have, but I found another Furby. Who knows how many they had back there. And, maybe if I'd gone there twice or 3 times in that one day, I would have gotten them. $5 for that Furby right there. It's a special edition Furby. Anytime you can find a special edition of anything, you're going to do well. I'm going to show you all the rest of it. I'll talk about the value of him in the summary. There was no plush there that day that I looked that I wanted. They hadn't restocked it. Sometimes they restock it, sometimes they don't. But that day they didn't restock any. Also going to go down the clothing aisle. I rarely pick up clothing anymore. If I see something that catches my eye, I will. But in this video, no clothing. So I went back to the same store where I found the Furby and the Baby Brainy at the next day or 2 later, and I found, as y'all saw in that clip, another Furby. This one is a special edition Valentine's, I'm guessing. It says I love you on it, and it says Furby Special Limited Edition on the gold. You probably can't see it too well. But yeah, this Furby is new in the box. The box It does have some dents and dings in it, but based on the tape pattern I'm seeing, it looks new to me. So this thing's worth 60 to 70 bucks. And it hasn't sold yet, but I've gotten a decent amount of likes on Mercari for it. So hopefully it'll sell soon. That's the bottom of it. But yeah, Furby. If you see Furbies for like $2 or $3, this one I think was $5. And it still has the original Walmart sticker on it, if you can't see that. Unfortunately, the sticker the store had kind of tore off the Walmart sticker. That would have been cool to see it. I think it might have said like 1997 or 997, something like that. But yeah, 60 or 70 bucks for a Furby is always good. This is a Goodwill. I do pick up 3 plush items. Unfortunately, I put back 2 of them. That doll right there, they wanted $70 for that thing. I don't know why. I was expecting like, oh, you know, it'll be $4 or $5. I didn't see the price on it, and once I got to the checkout, they're like, oh yeah, it's $70. That thing sells for like $50 online. So don't ask me where they got their pricing from and why they put it at $70, but they did. And I put back 2 of those plush. I only pick up the Jack LaLanne's and the little lion. This is another area where the toys usually are at this one, but these are usually like cheap toys that are just Goodwill branded toys. Board games can be good sometimes, but not this time. As y'all saw from that clip, I did put back a couple items. I put back those 2 plush. The Sky Paw Patrol doesn't really sell for much without the accessories. And the little Beanie Boo was not worth, it probably would have sold for like $9, and I'm not spending $1 to have it sell for $9. The one item, or I picked up 2 items there. You saw the Jack LaLanne power juicer. It's like an express power juicer. That's probably worth around $100. I paid $10 for it, I think is what they had it listed at. It doesn't look very used. At first, I wasn't sure it was working, but then I realized I had to move one of the parts around to the correct spot, and then it worked. So I was able to test it and see if it worked. Even if it hadn't worked, I could have sold it parted it out and made some money that way. Next, the other item I picked up was this little lion from FAO Schwartz. It's new. It's Dreamies. The brand, or I guess the type of item is Dreamies, but it's FAO Schwartz. Probably worth around $20. I paid $2 for this guy. So this little lion's a really cool lion. He's got like, whatever is for his mane, I guess you can call it, is different colors. If you can see it right there, probably see that easier. But yeah, picked up this little lion for $2, gonna sell for $20, and then the Jack LaLanne power juicer is the other item I got. This item right here catches my eye when I'm looking in the plush section. Now I'm filming in a different area because I already looked at it, but anytime I see Disney on something, I will definitely look it up. Bunch of hard goods here. And I pan to the best item, Jingle Bear. Jingle Bear is a Louisiana item, I believe, from a department stores used to have here called Maison Blanche. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit in the summary. I don't pick up anything else. I do show you some glassware and other stuff, but none of that is anything I pick up in this video. There's a flamingo right there for Joe and Renee. But that flamingo, I don't think it was worth anything. It was just like something you buy at the beach or something. And here's the summary of what that is worth. These last 2 clips are from Purple Cow in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I picked up 2 plush items. This little one is the first one I picked up, Easter Pooh. It's like a Easter basket with eggs, and then you undo the zipper, and you get Pooh and Piglet too, and they're attached to it. So as you can see right there, Pooh and Piglet. This thing's worth $20 to $30. Whenever I saw Disney, I knew it had to be something decent. Like I first saw Easter, all I saw was like this. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I looked on the tag, and it said Disney store. So I was like, well, I gotta look it up. A lot of Disney items aren't worth it. Mickey and Minnie, probably not worth it. But this is unique. So yeah, I picked that up. The best item was the Bingo Bear. If you've ever heard of, how many of y'all heard of Bingo Bear before? It's more of a Louisiana thing with a department store, Maison Blanche. There's a department store down here that had Mr. Bingle come out every year, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the history of it. But the story of Bingo Bear, I'm not going to read it because it would take forever. But yeah, it's made exclusively for Maison Blanche. It was $25 at one point. This thing's worth probably $80 for this guy. Now, somebody picked them up before. I still have all the ones I've ever picked up, actually. But they're definitely worth it. If I put them at $50, they would sell. So I'm just waiting for that right buyer to come along at Christmas time and maybe buy it. Maybe I need to reevaluate my prices. But either way, for $5, which I think he was $5. Yeah, he had a little sticker on here that said $4.99 on them. And yeah, good profit there. Probably a profit of around $40 at least on one little plush bear. Back at Purple Cow again, where I pick up 4 hats. Terry the Bonnie hat and Travis Matthew hats, and then that Southeast Kansas hat. Talk about those a little bit more in the summary. Keep looking around here. I'm showing you the hats here, obviously. But yeah, bunch of bedding and clothing and electronics. Don't pick up any electronics on this day. The last stop for this one goes back to Purple Cow in Baton Rouge, where I got 4 hats for, I think it was 50 cents each for these. They've since upped their prices to $1 each, but I got these for 50 cents each. First one, as y'all saw in the video, Travis Matthew, a great brand of clothing to pick up right now. I'm not sure why he exploded so much, but all of a sudden his clothing is going for pretty good money. I haven't found any of his clothing because I haven't really done clothing in a while, but I saw the hats and I knew the logo was Travis Matthew, so I had to pick these hats up. They'll probably go for 20 bucks each. This one and this one, these are two different hats. One's like navy blue with gray and white, and this one's all blue with a gray symbol. So yeah, two good hats there. I also picked up this Terry the Bonte hat y'all saw. Really cool hat there. He was the champion in 1996. Kind of an outlier between Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon. Like it was Earnhardt and Gordon win championships, and then you throw Terry the Bonte in there randomly. And I think there's a couple others in there as well. But yeah, Terry the Bonte, I actually saw him win a race. He's one of the few drivers I've seen win a race that from tracks I've been to. He won the first race I ever went to at Texas Motor Speedway. But yeah, really cool vintage NASCAR hat made by Headmaster. I actually have this hat, my own personal hat of this, that I probably need to get rid of because I'm never going to wear it. The best hat though was this Southeast Kansas E3. Yeah, E3 hat. This, I believe, was in the listing that I copied whenever I was doing it. It said something about Luke Bryan. I'm not sure why, but this hat's worth around 50 bucks for this hat. Right now I have 0 views and 2 watchers on this hat. I just checked it on eBay. So that's how eBay's silly system works now. The views I think are only from the last 30, like 7 days, maybe 30. I don't know. Beats me. I don't really care about views. I probably should on some stuff. But this hat is worth around 50 or 60 bucks. And that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Comment with your favorite item that I picked up. Mine's going to be that Baby Brainy fake Furby because I didn't know they made fake Furbies. But it makes sense they did considering how popular Furbies were back then. But yeah, that thing hopefully will sell for over $100. The Bingo Bear is also a cool little second with $80 in value probably. Thanks for watching.